Welcome to Radicons Dogs. It is a track day at Brands Hatch. I have Jordan Pimley. Jordan, you going to make me a race winner today?
We'll see about that. I mean, there's no races today, but maybe next year.
I think that is overstated confidence, but we'll give it a go today.
Absolutely. It's going to be a cold one.
So Jordan Pimley, who's helping us out today, was a race winner back in April in my BRSCC MX-5 Clubman Championship.
Oh,
like that, yeah?
Yeah. How do you work this thing?
The joys of technology.
So what, if it was a race today, I'll be a race winner.
Okay.
1.5 I was braking at.
Okay, so what I tend to do here, which is a personal preference, and it can be a little bit awkward, but what I tend to do is I just do a little turn of the car before the brakes.
Okay, yeah.
Because what that does, obviously you're braking here,
Yeah.
you're braking in a straight line,
Yeah.
that's absolutely fine, but then when you get to this point, you're absolutely miles away from the apex.
Yeah.
So what I tend to do, that little turn, but about here, I just little bit of turn, so I'm aiming more for the white line of the pit exit.
Okay, yeah.
Then on the brakes in a straight line and cross that,
Okay, yeah.
and then you've got about 2 car lengths, you're further over.
Yeah.
So that you get into the apex a little bit quicker, and it's not as much of a radius to turn.
Yeah.
You've got to think the earlier you start turning, the earlier your trail braking starts.
Yeah.
So if you can be straighter for longer,
Yeah.
that means you're on the brakes harder for longer,
Yeah.
which means you can brake later.
Yeah.
So that little jink, it's massively awkward,
Yeah.
and not everyone does it or can do it, but it just helps to push that brake zone a little bit further. So you're exiting curb quite late there.
Yeah.
So because you've got so much room, let's just go back. So you can carry a bit more speed here.
Yeah.
Obviously, knowing that the car's going to stick. Look at how little you move in the wheel. It's super planted, so you can roll in a little bit more. That means you're going to exit kind of more so in the dip rather than up the hill.
Yeah. So I basically straightened the steering wheel out a little bit earlier.
Not necessarily straighten.
Yeah.
Just take more in.
Okay, yeah.
More in. So it's either fraction later on the brakes, as long as you can get that nose in still, fraction later on the brakes, or come off the brakes a fraction earlier, just so you've got that rolling speed. Because like I said to you earlier, the momentum is what kills you in MX-5s. If you take too much off, you've then lost that for the entire, and especially going up a hill as well.
Yeah.
So here, you already want to be on that exit curb in a straight line up the hill. Because realistically, you want to be here, you're hitting the curb there, at that second sort of upward slope.
Yeah.
And then because of that, obviously, you've still got that extra little bit.
So I'm still turning at that point,
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That wheel wants to be straight.
Yeah.
Okay, they sometimes moan at you about going on the green, but then how many people have had their track time, their lap times deleted? Not many. It's more so the exit of Graham Hill that you get your lap times deleted. Again, there's a lot of
steering input.
It's like, do I, don't I, do I, don't I. Treat the car as a teenage boy. The more you ask it to do, the less it's going to want to do. So it's honestly, it's try and get that one movement. The only time you want to be correcting it is if it's braking. So you want to be on that limit. But when you're doing 5, 6, 7 inputs, that limit's going to be a lot earlier, and it's going to be a lot harder to predict than when it's one input. So I'd say you probably turned in a bit early. That's why it was straighten up turn, because the straightening up is bringing you away from that apex, and then you're trying to get that rotation, and then straighten up, get that rotation. So turn in a little bit later, get the full rotation, and then of course, once you've done that, you can be on the power earlier as well. Back there as well, it was very... You're firing it back across. It's like you got plenty of time. Get the wheel straight to the wheel, the more you're on the power. And then just gradually glide back over. Dance with the car, don't force it. When you hit the brakes here, I see you do a little straight. If you can get it fully straight, so obviously, like I say, exit the corner, let it glide right the way over, straighten the car up down the hill, so you're braking in a straight line. and then try and bring it across super early. You're doing quite a late apex there.
Yeah.
Doesn't really need to be. Because of course the car bottoms out at the bottom of the hill, there's plenty of grip down there anyway, so just get it into that apex as quick as you can. Are you flat through here or are you lifting?
I was lifting, probably this lap I might have lifted, but it's generally I try and stay flat.
It's one of them, if you're comfortable with the car, stay flat. In dry conditions like today, flat, you can. Even if you chop a little bit of curb. Again, don't be afraid to clip a little bit of curb there. Yes, it might just upset unsettle it, but you're straightening the car up afterwards anyway. Again, you exit quite late there. So just chop a little bit of curb, then it's a straighter line for your brakes. You're getting it straight across the apex, that's good. So whereabouts are you on the power? About here or a little bit earlier?
Not much earlier than that. So brake there, and then start feeding in the power.
Okay.
Down out, So
I'd say maybe dabble with 1 or 2 meters earlier, because again, look at where the car is. Where do you want to be there?
Well, you could have drifted out to the
exactly that. So you can literally be 2 wheels on the white line. You've got plenty of time to bring it back across there. So the fact that you're keeping it tight, that's scrubbing speed off all the time. Again, the straighter your wheel, the more you can be on the power. So carry the speed, let it glide out wide. You've got probably a car length to your left there that you could be using. Look how much space you got there. Come on, be brave. Because of course you're battling so hard to keep that car in there. Again, look how much room you got on the outside. Let it go out. You got plenty of time to bring it back, because you're focusing on the point you're coming across. So your eyes are going to the outside where you're going to start to turn. So here you're focusing on that little cone and that line there. That's where you're exiting. Your eyes should be here. Now they should be over there. Well, realistically they should be up there. Because you'll naturally bring it across. I mean, the good thing is you're consistent. You're doing the same thing each time. So it's a case of
consistently a little bit slow.
Obviously, don't try and work on everything at once. Build it up corner by corner. So you know, start off with just clipping the curb through Surtees. Get a couple of laps doing that. Get comfortable with it. Then start pushing wider on the exit of clearways through Clark Curve. Do that a couple of times, get comfortable. Then push that mile an hour or a couple mile an hour through Paddock Hill. It's taking the time to get comfortable each lap. Be squeaky bum for the first time you do it, but if you do it, like I say, do it repetitively, it'll soon be a breeze. You might have to battle the car a little bit. Remember, the point that it bottoms out, it's always going to straighten up. So if you're opposite lock and it bottoms out, it's going to fire you left. Okay. So if that's the case, try and make sure try and judge it so the wheel's straight. I'm literally talking a mile an hour, 2 mile an hour. Just try it. You know, a little bit faster, and go from there. Nice and smooth through Druids. Try not to turn in too early, because then you'll be fighting that rotation. Graham Hill. That one you want to turn a bit earlier for. Just get it in there, and then that way you can carry your speed. Surtees clip the curb on the inside. Pretty good through clearways, but on the exit of clearways through Clark Curve, use more track, let it run out.
Okay, cool.
And we'll see where we go from there.
Well, hopefully it comes back in one piece.
We'll see. With racing and tracks, you've got to think, you've paid for the whole track, might as well use it. Use as much as you bloody can. Being a racing driver, it's not about being brave, it's about being lazy. Why turn a corner when you can drive in a straight line? That's why my arms are the size of cocktail sticks. Look like we've not done anything. It was kind of dusky dark this morning. I was dressed in this, you were dressed in that. We have done a full day, I promise.
It is. It's the other end of the day. No, they'd have seen the video, so it's okay. They'd have watched the whole thing, picked up all your tips and advice.
Oh no, I'm going to start charging for that. I can't put that on YouTube.
But there you have it. That is the end of the day. I was definitely quicker. Thank you, Jordan. I don't know if I'm race winner quick yet, but
all comes with time. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Rome wasn't built in a day. That's a good point to end it. Thanks, everyone. Catch you again soon.
Welcome to Radical London.
That's my line.